Former President John Mahama says the 2024 election is critical to the NDC and the party will not leave any stone unturned to win it. According to him, their political opponents, the NPP, is already feeling jittery, a reason it has appointed some of its sympathizers to the Electoral Commission. He says the NDC remains resolute with the intention of going into the elections with its referee to ensure an undisputed defeat of the NPP. John Mahama said this in his address to the party supporters during his Greater Accra regional tour.
This election is a critical one for us. It's a do or die affair for us. And we're not going to leave any stone unturned to win this election. We don't want to cheat anybody, and we don't want anybody to cheat us. I know that the MPP is feeling jittery, and that is why they are nominating and appointing their foot soldiers to become commissioners of the EC. But like I said, we're going to be like Azuma Nelson. We're going to take our referee into the ring. When we knock them down, there's no referee who will come and say that we didn't win the election. And when coming to office, I've promised that we're going to amend the constitution. And one of the things we're going to do is that commissioners, people who are appointed to the Electoral Commission, must go through parliamentary approval. We must vet them. If we vetted these people, Dr. Pierre Hine's long record as an MPP foot soldier would have come out. And the president would have been advised to know that that is not a proper person to appoint onto the commission. Aside from that, Parliament has told the Commission that if you use only the Ghana card, you are going to disenfranchise people. And yet, I don't know what stubbornness, has possessed that Commission. What Beshi is in there, that all they know is Ghana card, that's it. And so they are determined to bring that same CI. When we come into office, we'll do a constitutional amendment that allows Parliament to debate and amend constitutional instruments, so that no constitutional body can just ride roughshod over Parliament. Parliament is the representatives of the people, and their opinions must be factored into anything. CIs cannot just be automatic instruments that anybody just brings. In our constitution, there are checks and balances. That's why there are checks and balances. Yes, we say the Electoral Commission should be independent, but it doesn't mean that there's some commission living in Jupiter and can just pass any constitutional instrument that it wants. And so we will amend the constitution to make sure that Parliament can properly put its input into any constitutional instrument before it is passed into law.
Mr. Mahama says, unlike the NPP, the NDC has the men to turn Ghana's economy around.
Our country is in crisis. We need experience to bring it back on its feet. And by God's grace, NDC has the men. Some people said they had the men. We didn't know they were area boys. They have destroyed this economy. They've destroyed this country. They were supposed to be a very solid economic management team, and yet they have run the economy into a ditch. When they were borrowing and were telling them, they didn't understand. In the 4 years that we worked, all the things that we did, all the development projects, when I was president, we used only 54 billion cedis. And when we left office, our total debt from the governments before me till when I left was 120 billion. And in 6.5 years, you've taken it from 120 billion to almost 600 billion. And yet our road networks are so poor. People don't get water to drink. We expanded Pong by 40 million gallons. By the time we finished the Pong expansion, parts of Accra that did not have water started to get water. Adenta hadn't got water for 25 years until NDC came into office. They started to get water. Today, if you go to Adenta, they get water only once a week. And yet when we're leaving office, their pipes were busting because the pressure was too high. And so everything has its end. And Ghanaians say, NDC, we want you to come back and put Ghana back on its feet, put Tema back on its feet, and take us out of the hardship.